I'm really disappointed by this guy. Like when I watched his interview with Jordan Peterson, it was a really good interview, and I kind of had respect for him. But it appears that he's much more corrupt as he appeared at first, and those are the kind of moments when you kind of lose your faith in humanity, let's say, but at least lose your faith in politicians, which brings me to the topic of Vivek. Like I already vocalized several times that I don't trust RFK Jr., but I certainly don't trust Vivek either. And the reason why is that the initial reason why was simply that I don't trust the CIA, and it appears obvious to me that they would pull the same tactic with Vivek too, because obviously they would provide two options to Trump, right? And the kind of options of which they know that the youth is seeking for, the society is seeking for, but is secretly in their control. But the more I thought about Vivek, and like the more I examined him in my mind, the more he looks like a psychopath to me. No. The extent to which he plasters truth, the term truth, all over his face and so on. Then you can make the case, well, it's a campaign and whatever, right? Sure, you can make that case. But, and the fact that he talks way more than can be, which can also be a psychopathic tactic, to talk a lot and thus to obfuscate the contents of what he says and to be able to distract easily and so on and so forth. But the thing is, the way he acts, and even the thing that he came from Big Pharma and so on, is so it's like people think he's honest because he honestly questions the deep state. If you think that makes someone honest, then A, you don't know the deep state enough, and B, you don't know the psychopaths enough, right? And to me, the character that he plays is incongruent with someone who would truly believe in truth as their highest value. Because anyone who would actually ever do that wouldn't plaster truth over their face like that. Because they know how, let's say, sacrilegious it is. It's just foolish to do that. No, it is foolish to claim of yourself it is foolish to claim truth to that extent, and obviously he would be intelligent enough to recognize that. But like the more I think about him, the more he looks like a psychopath to me. So, and I simply know the CIA, and it's also kind of interesting how extremely the CIA has threatened me for, like, another reason why I think it appears likely that he is a CIA spy, let's say, is that A, the CIA has threatened me enormously for trying to question him publicly on Josie's space, which they haven't done so far this and last year. And Josie has prematurely cancelled her, like shut her space down, I assume, so that I don't ask that question which I wanted to ask, So, and you can make the case that the CIA simply wants me to believe that, as a disinformation strategy, but I think it's more likely that they actually, if they go so far that they wouldn't even let me ask that question, like, because if if Vivek was actually an enemy of them, it should have had much more value for them that I openly ask, make people second guess if he's as genuine as he proclaims to be. So, and the question that I wanted to ask was, if you were a CIA spy, how would you act? And it's something for people to think about.